Welcome, dear traders. You are watching a recap of the Asian session. Futures on the US benchmark stock indexes regained momentum in the morning. It seems Wall Street may end this month with gains. The Nikkei also recovered to a 33-month high. Australian and New Zealand shares entered positive territory. After hawkish comments from a high-ranking policymakers, demand for the safe haven assets rose markedly. For instance, Jerome Powell hinted at 2 rate hikes in the coming months. The Bank of England and the European Central Bank also mentioned the likelihood of a further tightening. As inflation remains stubbornly high, recession fears have not subsided yet. Besides, traders are worried about a recession not only in separate countries, but in the global economy as well. Policymakers did not say anything new. Investors have heard those statements too many times. This is why stocks began a moderate correction after a drop yesterday. Market sentiment in the Asia-Pacific region improved slightly amid the possible visit of Janet Yellen to China to re-establish contact. The US dollar index traded mixed in the Asian session. Speculators factored in the scenario of a new rate hikes by the Fed a long time ago, and the greenback has been growing not only on an actual rate increases, but expectations that the Fed will keep them at restrictive levels for a longer period of time. On Thursday morning, the US dollar jumped above 103.20 and even touched the 2-week highs. However, after that, its bullish momentum eased and it slid into the range of 102.90 and 103.20. Perhaps one of the reasons for its decrease was Jerome Powell's speech. He repeated the comments he made on Tuesday. Most of the central bank's policymakers expect they will need to raise interest rates at least twice more by year's end. As Powell said, nothing crucial, dollar bulls retreated. It led to a drop to the key level of 103 points, and the next support level is located at 101.90. The yen managed to surprise investors with the unexpected moves. For the first time since November last year, it depreciated against the US dollar to 144.70. While Kazuo Ueda sticks to the dovish stance, the yen has approached the critical level of 145 points. As a reminder, in September and October last year, when the yen hit this level, the Bank of Japan had to intervene. Judging by the sharp decline of the pair to 144.30, Japanese officials may conduct an intervention again. The Ministry of Finance has warned about such a possibility many times this week. In the Asian session, the pair halted its rise suddenly and sank. It was trading in the range of 144.10 and 144.70. Perhaps upbeat macro stats gave a boost to the yen, and retail sales in May increased by 5.7% in annual terms. The indicator has been growing for the 15th month in a row, which signals a steady expansion of the economy. The yen could have also resumed an upward movement amid the upcoming speech of Kazuo Ueda in Singapore. He stressed today that the regulator may abandon its ultra-loose monetary policy. The central bank would see a good reason to revise its monetary policy stance if it became reasonable sure that inflation may accelerate in 2024. Commodity currencies asserted strength amid the falling US dollar and improved sentiment in the stock markets. After a very sluggish start, the Aussie entered the price corridor of 0.6595 and 0.6628. Another reason for its jump could be positive macro stats. Retail sales in Australia unexpectedly rose by 0.7% in May, and this was the fastest increase in retail trade since the start of the year. Strong economic indicators may encourage the Reserve Bank of Australia to continue aggressive tightening. This is why bears had to leave the market. The Australian dollar is recovering its biggest daily losses since early March. At the end of the Asian session, the AUD USD paid once to 0.6630. However, after that, it dropped to 0.6620. Yet, it was still trading with a bullish momentum, and the New Zealand dollar started the day trading at a 3-week low of 0.6073. A bit later, it entered the bullish channel of 0.6069 and 0.6096 amid a drop in the US dollar. However, the outlook for the Kiwi remains bearish. It's a rise to 0.6083 and the current growth are likely to end soon. In May, the Reserve Bank of New Zealand said it would take a pause in the monetary tightening, and the economy is also expanding slowly. Its GDP will hardly grow this year. In the first quarter of 2023, New Zealand experienced a moderate recession, as it was recovering from a severe cyclone and flooding in February. And that's all for now. Keep your finger on the pulse by watching InstaForex TV channel. Do not miss our next video review, and see you soon!